I mean, it's no secret that we have literally no borders. I mean, this was the country a couple of days ago. And the figures are only rising as the poor weather conditions are getting closer. Now, in today's video, we have an illegal migrant sending a video threatening Nigel Farage. We will have a watch, react and see what Farage has said, whilst also going over all of the latest news from up and down the country. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and join our fast-growing community. So here is the video.
Man, Nigel Farage, don't talk shit about me. You not know me. I come to England because I want to marry with your sister. Don't talk about me more. Delete the video. This is not good, my friend. You not know me. I gonna come to England. I gonna mother pasa, man. You know, this mother pasa. Every country know me. Vamaya mother pasa. I'm TikToker, I'm not gang, I'm not mafia, I'm mafia's papa, motherfucking pasa, manan. Rais Montana, hela wagon to London. Mother pasa, manan. All my video, my live, there's content, you know, mother pasa. First you must see Vamaya mother pasa.
These guys are living amongst us, Farage said in response to this. This illegal migrant has made a threat on my life and is now in the UK. He is the kind of person we are letting into our country. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. In other news, Tory leadership hopeful Robert Jenrick has hit out at Foreign Secretary David Lammy amid calls for Britain to shell out £200 billion in reparations. Jenrick said in an interview that Lammy puts other countries first as he furiously rallied against the idea of Britain paying up for its past ills. Asked by Patrick Christie's if Britain should pay a penny to countries like Barbados, Jenrick said, "No. Absolutely not." He added, "I don't think our country has a uniquely bad past. I am proud of our history. We abolished slavery 200 years ago. We paid a high price for that. British sailors fought on the high seas when other countries perpetuated slavery. We should be proud of our history. We should be looking forward to the future now, working with allies and partners around the world, but not paying reparations." The man hoping to take the Tory reins from Rishi Sunak went on to hit out at the Foreign Secretary, accusing him of putting other countries' interests first. He said, "David Lammy seems to always put other countries' interests first. He just gave the Chagos Islands back to Mauritius, an ally of China. That is an act of self-harm. He just makes mistake after mistake." It was put to Jenrick that the process was set in motion by the Tories, something the 42-year-old said wished was not the case. "That was a mistake," he said, "but I hope the Conservatives would not have concluded these negotiations in the way Lammy and Starmer have done." Downing Street has ruled out the possibility of reparations being paid, something which could put Sir Keir Starmer on a collision course with other nations at the Commonwealth Heads of Government, CHOGM, summit. All three candidates to succeed Patricia Scotland as CHOGM Secretary-General have said they support reparations for countries affected by slavery and colonisation. Jenrick also set out plans for lessening the tax burden on Britons, saying cutting Britain's foreign aid budget will help. "We shouldn't be spending money on countries like India," he said. "You can't have an armed forces as depleted as ours with ships," reported this week, not even having a crew to get out to sea. "I don't want to see the state get bigger. I don't want to see taxes get higher. That's why I would take money from our international aid budget and spend it on defence. That is the way we can defend the interests of the British people and project power overseas." In other news, a father of 3 has opened up on his ordeal at the hands of debt collectors after accidentally paying a ULEZ charge on the wrong day. Stephen Bortone, 40, from Southend-on-Sea, has been having sleepless nights over concerns about settling the charge from 2023, but despite his pleas to appeal the fine, Transport for London, TfL, has rejected them. The authority has also initiated a warrant of control, which could leave Bortone at the mercy of repossession on his car or household items. But the 40-year-old, a father of 3 children, aged 15, 13 and 10, has played down the situation as a weird little admin error and argues that he shouldn't be penalised, as he did pay the £12.50 charge, just on the wrong day. Bortone, a teacher, expressed his frustration, saying, "It was just an error made on the day, and now, over a year later, I'm still battling the fine. I accidentally paid for the wrong day. They took payment for the day I called, rather than the day I went in. It was a one-day difference. I need TfL to know that I'm acting in good faith. I've never not paid." On July 1st, 2023, Bortone had driven into Barking in East London to volunteer at a science club, but mistakenly paid the £12.50 charge for the previous day. He was slapped with a penalty charge notice on July 7th, which alleged he hadn't paid the ULEZ charge for July 1st. But when he checked his bank statements, he noticed the money had left his account on June 31st. "The woman at the help desk assured me that mistakes can happen," he added. "I was told to submit an appeal online by July 31st. Despite promptly filing said appeal, the 40-year-old then received 2 letters from debt collection agencies in February 2024. He was flabbergasted to find himself facing a £364 charge, but he promptly informed the Traffic Enforcement Centre, TEEC, that he was already appealing the fee. He said, "I called back and forth and my appeals kept being denied by TfL. An agent suggested I might consider applying for a view by the district judge, but it's costly." But then, debt collectors arrived at the teacher's doorstep. He presented them with proof of payment, noting that the transaction had been completed prior to his trip to London. He said, "They told me it looked like I'd made a genuine effort to resolve this, and they walked off with my receipt. I know I shouldn't have relaxed at that point, but I genuinely believed it was all good." However, his relief was short-lived. On September 11th, he received a text indicating the fine was still outstanding and had shot up to £589. Just 3 days later, Bortone received a letter from TfL dismissing the receipt provided by the debt collectors. He was stunned by the letter's implications, which included threats of repossession and a county court judgment for allegedly refusing to pay the fine. He said, "I need TfL to review my case urgently. The payment was taken down wrongly, but I did pay for a day of parking." In another plea, Bortone added, "I just need them to cancel the payment. I've been so ill and stressed about it. I've got 3 kids to pay for. I'm just trying to do the best I can." A TfL spokesman said, Bortone did correctly receive a penalty charge notice, PCN, as he didn't pay the ULEZ charge for the correct day or within the required period. "We asked him to provide proof that he paid for the wrong day, but received no response to any of our notices, so the fine increased. As Bortone did originally attempt to pay the charge, we are happy to settle the case on receipt of the original penalty charge." What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.